Hey everyone, and welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're diving deep into the psychology behind the crypto market. That whole greed and fear thing.
Right.
We're going to unpack how those emotions actually impact your trading decisions.
Yeah.
We're looking at this great piece called Greed and Fear in Crypto Explained. I think there's a lot here that can help us all navigate, this crazy world.
It's interesting, because these emotions, greed and fear, they're not just in crypto.
Right.
They're part of every market, but they just get amplified in an environment like crypto that's so volatile and fast-paced.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So, okay, let's start by defining these emotions.
Okay.
I mean, what do we really mean when we say greed and fear? Like, what are we actually talking about?
So greed is basically this intense desire for profit
Yeah.
that clouds judgment.
Yeah.
It's that I have to get in on this
Right.
before I miss out, even if it means ignoring risks or overpaying.
Totally.
Fear, on the other hand, is like the opposite.
Yeah.
It's that paralyzing emotion
Yeah.
that kicks in when the market starts going down.
Right. Right.
It can lead to people making really hasty decisions,
Sure. Right.
like selling off their assets at a loss
Yeah.
because they're so afraid of losing everything.
It's like this constant battle between wanting more and
Yes.
being terrified of losing what you have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's this constant push and pull.
Yeah. And we see it all the time. I mean, think about Bitcoin.
Yes.
In 2017
Huge.
or 2021,
Oh, yeah.
those price surges.
Crazy.
It was greed everywhere, right?
It was. It was just pushing people to buy at any price.
FOMO.
Yeah, exactly. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
But then, of course, those surges were followed by corrections.
Right.
And the people who bought at the peak,
Oof.
they ended up losing a lot.
Yeah. It was brutal.
It was.
And I think those corrections show us how greed really can blind you to the risks.
Totally.
This article even talks about how greed can lead to overlooking like fundamental analysis.
Oh, yeah.
People making investments based purely on hype.
Absolutely. And we see that all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Think about meme coins.
Oh, yeah.
Like those tokens that have no real world use,
Right.
but they go up and down.
Totally.
Just based on social media trends and speculation. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
pure greed driving it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's leverage,
Oh, yeah.
which can be super alluring,
It's dangerous.
but so dangerous.
Yes. It's like a magnifying glass.
Right.
For your profits and your losses.
Right.
So you can amplify your gains by borrowing funds.
Yeah.
But if the market moves against you even a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
those losses are magnified too.
It wipes you out.
Yeah. You can lose everything.
So we've seen how greed kind of pushes things up.
Yeah.
But what happens when things shift and it becomes more about fear?
Well, when fear takes over, it's like a domino effect,
Ah.
a cascade of negative events.
Interesting.
I think we saw that really clearly with the Terra Luna crash.
Oh,
In 2022,
that was rough.
what started as like worry about the stability of that stable coin,
Right.
Terra USD,
Yeah.
it just spiraled into a panic
Right.
and everyone was selling.
And that fear wasn't just limited to Terra Luminae, was it?
No. It spread
Yeah.
like wildfire across the whole crypto market.
Yeah.
It triggered this broader downturn
Right.
and a lot of cryptocurrencies lost value.
It was contagious almost.
Totally. Fear is contagious.
Yeah.
That crash showed us how fear can become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Wow.
Because the fear of losses actually drives the prices down further.
It's like everyone starts seeing the market through like fear-tinted glasses.
Yes.
Even a little bit of negative news just blows up.
You overreact,
Yeah.
and that leads to more panic selling.
So things like regulations,
Yeah.
security breaches,
Uh-huh.
macroeconomic stuff,
Right.
things that might be manageable in a normal market.
Yeah.
They become these huge crises.
They do. They shake the whole market.
So it seems like fear can just paralyze the market.
Yeah.
It can drive investors to look for safety,
Right.
maybe in stable coins,
Yeah.
or even back to regular currency.
Mhm.
It's like this cycle: greed,
Yep.
fear, greed.
Yeah, it's a constant back and forth.
It's like we're all surfers riding these waves
Like that.
of market sentiment.
Yeah.
When greed is up, you ride that wave.
Yeah.
You're cruising.
You're going up.
But when fear takes over, you wipe out.
You're battling the undertow.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
I like it.
So how do we avoid getting swept away?
Right.
If we're riding these waves of emotion, how do we make smart decisions?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll talk about some strategies for that.
Okay.
But first I want to touch on gauging market sentiment.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Crypto Fear and Greed Index?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
It's like a mood ring for the market, right?
It is. It is.
It tells you if investors are like super greedy or like really scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. So tell me more about this.
All right. So it basically takes a bunch of market data,
Mm-hmm.
like price volatility and trading volume,
Okay.
social media sentiment, Google search trends even,
Interesting.
and it puts all that together
Okay.
to generate a score
Okay.
from 0 to 100.
Got it.
0 is like extreme fear,
Okay.
and 100 is extreme greed.
So if the index is like flashing a red, extreme greed,
Right.
maybe it's time to like take a breath
Yeah.
and like really think about if I'm getting caught up in the hype.
Are you being irrational?
Yeah, I'm being like totally irrational right now.
Exactly.
And maybe it's time to like take some profit.
Yeah.
Or at least like not chase those crazy high returns.
Yeah. The index is really a good tool just to check yourself.
Yeah.
Make sure your decisions are based on logic,
Right.
strategy,
Right.
not just how you're feeling at the moment.
Not on your gut.
Right.
Not on FOMO.
Exactly.
Now on the flip side.
When the index is like deep in the fear zone,
Yeah.
that could actually be a good time for long-term investors.
That's right.
Right.
Because prices might be down.
Right.
You could buy stuff at a discount.
Yeah.
But of course, you still got to do your research.
Right. Of course. Always.
You need to know why the fear is there.
Right.
Is it just like a temporary thing, or is there something really wrong?
Right. Are there deeper problems?
Yeah.
Okay, so the index is helpful,
It is.
but it doesn't tell you everything.
it's just one tool. It's like a snapshot.
It gives you the temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring it down to like a personal level now.
Okay.
How can we, as individual investors,
Yeah.
navigate this crazy emotional landscape?
That's the question.
What are some like practical tips
Yeah.
for staying grounded?
I think the first thing is to develop emotional discipline.
Easier said than done.
It is. But the key is to stick to your plan.
Okay.
Don't let your feelings in the moment take over.
So it's like having a plan
Yes.
and sticking to it.
Exactly.
No matter what.
It's like having a surfboard leash.
Okay.
It keeps you connected to your board,
Got it.
even when the waves are crazy.
And part of that plan is setting those entry and exit points
Oh, yeah.
for your trades.
That's crucial.
Right.
If you know when you're going to buy or sell,
Beforehand.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to make a dumb decision
Yeah.
just because you're caught up in FOMO
Right.
or panic.
You take the emotion out.
Exactly. You got to be rational.
Okay. So have a plan.
Yes.
Stick to it.
Absolutely.
What else? What else can we do?
Diversification is huge.
Diversification. Tell me more.
Don't put all your crypto in one basket.
Okay.
Spread it out
Yeah.
across different cryptocurrencies,
Okay.
different use cases, different risk profiles.
So if one of them tanks,
Yeah.
it doesn't wipe you out.
Exactly.
Right.
You're spreading the risk.
So that's like spreading your risk across multiple waves.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And of course, we
Yeah.
always say this.
We do.
Do your own research.
Always.
Right.
Don't trust the headlines or the hype.
Yeah, don't just listen to us.
Right.
You got to go deep.
You got to dig in.
Yeah.
Understand the technology, the team, the tokenomics.
So it's like
Yeah.
studying the currents,
Yeah.
the wind,
The tides.
before you go surfing.
Exactly.
The more you know,
Yeah.
the better you can handle those waves.
The better surfer you'll be.
Now, this article also mentions dollar cost averaging.
Yes.
Right.
DCA.
DCA.
It's a great strategy.
Okay.
Especially for beginners.
Okay.
You're basically investing a set
Yeah.
amount of money at regular intervals.
Regardless of the price.
Exactly. No matter what the price is doing.
Interesting. So you might buy more when it's low,
You might.
less when it's high.
Yeah.
But over time,
Over time, you average out your cost.
you're not trying to time the market,
Right.
which is impossible.
It's impossible to time the market perfectly.
Yeah.
Nobody can do it.
So DCA takes the emotion out of it.
It does.
You're not like freaking out
Yeah.
when the price is down.
You're just sticking to your plan.
You're just riding the waves.
You're riding those waves.
Yeah.
You're not fighting them.
Okay. It's like saying, I'm in this for the long haul. I believe in this.
That's right.
I'm going to ride out the storms.
It's a long game.
So what does all this mean for our listeners?
The main thing is that knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
The more you know about the market
Yeah.
and your own emotions,
Yeah.
the better you'll do.
Okay.
You'll be a better surfer.
You'll be a better surfer. You'll be able to navigate
Yeah.
those waves of greed and fear
That's right.
and not wipe out.
You got it.
It's all about learning to surf.
It is.
You can't control the waves,
Nope.
but you can learn how to ride them. So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
our deep dive into this whole emotional side of crypto.
Right.
What are your final thoughts for our listeners?
Well, I think it's important to remember that the crypto market
Yeah.
is incredibly powerful.
It is.
It's driven by innovation
Yeah,
and this really passionate community.
for sure.
And those waves of greed and fear,
Yeah.
they're always going to be there.
They're part of it.
They're part of the landscape.
It's not about like eliminating them.
Oh,
It's more about like understanding them,
exactly.
knowing how they impact the market
Yeah.
and how they affect us.
Yeah, how they affect our decisions.
Right, right.
You got to learn to ride those waves.
Ride the waves,
Use that energy
Yeah.
of greed and fear.
but don't let it control you.
Don't let it drown you.
Right.
Your knowledge, your preparation, your strategy,
Yeah.
those are your tools.
Those are your surfboard, your leash,
Exactly.
your compass.
Your compass. That's good. I like that.
So to everyone listening,
Yeah.
as you keep exploring this exciting world of crypto,
Right.
keep in mind what we've talked about today.
Stay informed.
Don't get caught up in the hype.
Yeah.
Don't get paralyzed by the fear.
Do your research.
Have a plan.
And most importantly,
Yes.
stay curious.
Stay curious. That's it for our deep dive
Yeah.
into greed and fear in crypto.
Hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you learned something.
Learn something.
Maybe feel a little bit more empowered
Empowered.
to navigate this crazy world.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time.
Until next time, happy investing.